Section 400.8 of the National Electrical Code, or NEC, prohibits the use of flexible cords above accessible suspended ceilings. However, an exception exists where the cord is used for an assembly that is listed and identified for such use. This means that if a lift is designed and approved for operation above a hung ceiling, utilizing a flexible cord, it may be permissible, provided it meets specific criteria. Even if the lift is listed as an assembly for use above a suspended ceiling, the flexible cord's role in supporting the assembly's weight must adhere to the requirements outlined in Section 400.10b or c. These sections specify the use of extra hard usage cord or reinforced cord for support purposes. An extra hard usage cord is designed to withstand significant physical stress and is suitable for applications where the cord is subject to abrasion, impact, or heavy handling. A reinforced cord incorporates additional strengthening elements to enhance its ability to bear weight and resist damage. In the illustrated case, the lift would need to be directly connected or hardwired to an electrical outlet. A suitable strain relief fitting must be employed at the point where the conductors enter the lift's enclosure. This fitting is essential to prevent damage to the conductors due to tension, bending, or twisting. Without proper strain relief, the conductors could become frayed, leading to short circuits or other electrical hazards. The alternative to hard wiring is that the lift assembly would not meet the requirements of 400.85, making the installation non-compliant with the NEC. The NEC is designed to ensure electrical safety and proper installation practices. Compliance with these regulations is crucial to prevent electrical hazards and ensure the safe operation of electrical equipment. In summary, the installation of a lift with an integral flexible cord above a suspended ceiling requires careful consideration of several factors. Firstly, the lift must be listed and identified as an assembly suitable for such use. Secondly, if the flexible cord is intended to support the weight of the assembly, it must meet the requirements for extra hard usage cord or reinforced cord as specified in 400.10b or c. Finally, the lift must be either hardwired to an outlet with a strain relief fitting or the assembly will not meet the requirements of 400.85. The purpose of 400.8 is to prevent the misuse of flexible cords in ways that could create electrical hazards. Flexible cords are not designed to be used as a substitute for fixed wiring. They are more susceptible to damage and can pose a greater risk of electrical shock or fire if not used properly. By adhering to the requirements of 400.8 and other relevant NEC sections, electrical installers can ensure the safe and compliant installation of electrical equipment. It's important to consult the latest edition of the NEC and any applicable local codes to ensure compliance with all applicable regulations. Failure to comply with these regulations can result in fines, project delays, and potential safety hazards. The NEC is updated regularly to reflect advancements in electrical technology and address emerging safety concerns. Therefore, it's essential for electrical professionals to stay informed about the latest code changes and best practices. In addition to the specific requirements of 400.8 and 400.10, there are other general considerations for the safe installation of electrical equipment above suspended ceilings. These include ensuring proper support for the equipment, providing adequate ventilation to prevent overheating, and protecting the equipment from physical damage. Suspended ceilings can create confined spaces that can trap heat or make it difficult to access equipment for maintenance or repairs. Therefore, it's important to carefully plan the installation and ensure that all equipment is readily accessible and properly maintained. Furthermore, it's crucial to use the correct type of electrical box and fittings for the specific application. Different types of electrical boxes are designed for different mounting methods and environments. Using the wrong type of electrical box can compromise the safety and integrity of the installation. For example, non-metallic boxes are not suitable for use in areas where they may be exposed to physical damage or high temperatures. Metallic boxes are more durable and can provide better protection against electrical shock, but they must be properly grounded to prevent electrical hazards. The NEC provides detailed requirements for the selection and installation of electrical boxes and fittings. Electrical professionals should consult these requirements to ensure that they are using the correct components for each application. In addition to the technical requirements of the NEC, it's also important to consider the practical aspects of the installation. This includes ensuring that the equipment is properly labeled, that the wiring is neatly organized, and that all connections are secure. Proper labeling makes it easier to identify and troubleshoot electrical circuits. Neat wiring helps to prevent accidental damage and makes it easier to access equipment for maintenance or repairs. Secure connections prevent loose wires, which can cause electrical arcs and create a fire hazard. By paying attention to these details, electrical installers can ensure that the installation is not only safe and compliant, but also reliable and easy to maintain. In conclusion, the installation of a lift with an integral flexible cord above a suspended ceiling requires careful planning and attention to detail. By understanding the requirements of the NEC and following best practices for electrical installation, electrical professionals can ensure that the installation is safe, compliant, and reliable. The information provided here is intended for general guidance only and should not be considered a substitute for professional electrical advice. Always consult with a qualified electrical contractor or engineer before undertaking any electrical work. Furthermore, always refer to the latest edition of the NEC and any applicable local codes to ensure compliance with all applicable regulations. Safe electrical practices are essential for protecting people and property from electrical hazards. By following these guidelines, electrical professionals can help to create a safer environment for everyone. In addition to the topics already discussed, it's important to consider the potential for electromagnetic interference, or EMI, when installing electrical equipment above suspended ceilings. EMI can disrupt the operation of sensitive electronic equipment, such as computers and communication systems. To minimize the risk of EMI, it's important to use shielded cables and enclosures and to keep electrical wiring away from sensitive electronic equipment. The NEC provides guidelines for minimizing EMI in electrical installations. Electrical professionals should consult these guidelines to ensure that their installations do not interfere with the operation of other equipment. Furthermore, it's important to consider the potential for condensation when installing electrical equipment in damp or humid environments. Condensation can cause corrosion and damage to electrical equipment. To prevent condensation, it's important to use waterproof enclosures and fittings and to provide adequate ventilation. The NEC provides guidelines for protecting electrical equipment from moisture. Electrical professionals should consult these guidelines to ensure that their installations are protected from the effects of condensation. Another important consideration is the potential for vermin to damage electrical wiring. Rodents and insects can chew on electrical insulation, creating a fire hazard. To prevent vermin damage, it's important to seal all openings in electrical enclosures and to use rodent-resistant wiring. The NEC provides guidelines for protecting electrical wiring from vermin. Electrical professionals should consult these guidelines to ensure that their installations are protected from vermin damage. Finally, it's important to conduct regular inspections and maintenance of electrical installations to identify and correct any potential problems. Regular inspections can help to identify loose connections, damaged wiring, and other hazards before they cause a serious problem. Maintenance can help to extend the life of electrical equipment and prevent costly repairs. The NEC recommends regular inspections and maintenance of electrical installations. Electrical professionals should follow these recommendations to ensure that their installations remain safe and reliable. In summary, the safe and compliant installation of electrical equipment above suspended ceilings requires careful consideration of a wide range of factors, including the requirements of the NEC, the potential for EMI condensation, vermin damage, and the need for regular inspections and maintenance. By following these guidelines, electrical professionals can help to ensure that their installations are safe, reliable, and compliant with all applicable regulations. Remember to always prioritize safety and to consult with a qualified electrical contractor or engineer before undertaking any electrical work.